Howdy folks, how are you today? Tuesday, October 26th, I believe. Oh, it's a brisk 46 degrees out. Oh, the weather sure has changed. Oh, still waiting on Frank. He's not done yet, but drive shaft, I took it over yesterday, and they just needed to put some fluid and stuff in it and get some things around. I'm waiting on a speed sensor to come from FedEx, which shipped out of Northwood instead of Perrysburg. Came from Kentucky. For some reason that tail had a 3/4 inch, and I don't know if I've talked about this or not, but had a 3/4 inch on the original one with an old school plug-in adapter, and the new one takes an inch. So I had to order that from a place with an adapter to be able to plug into that old one. It's supposed to come yesterday out of Northwood, not Perrysburg, and it didn't, but it says it's on the truck out for delivery today, so hopefully that'll come today, because that's basically the last thing I'm waiting on. And I'll probably go over and get her tomorrow morning. I just talked to my buddy Zane over at the shop, one of the guys that was working on it, him and Josh, and he said, you know, he just need to put some fluid in it and stuff, and drop the cab down, make sure the air ride matches up, which it should be no problem, because that's just nuts and bolts and little wiggle room. There's not a ton, but whatever. But did get a package from FedEx Perrysburg yesterday that I ordered last week, the same time that I had ordered the speed sensor. And you know, I talked about this for a month probably, getting it, and I finally got it. It's a fiberglass one, and it's super rough here, as you can see. It's got the old fiberglass on the outside, but the inside is completely smooth. So what I'm going to do is, since that paint's so thick, I'm going to throw a black coat on it, and then I'm going to throw a green coat on it because I want it green, because the other one's green, and I'm going to try to build that up so we don't see so much of this sticking out. So that's what I'm going to do. And oddly enough, I ordered this on Friday with the speed sensor, and maybe it was Thursday. No, I think it was Friday. But it came on Monday, and that's shocking. Came out of Illinois, and then Perrysburg delivered it on Monday. Yesterday, I heard a truck backing up. I figured it was that speed sensor. Went outside, and the dude was carrying this big box, and I was just flabbergasted that they got this to me so quick, because I've been having problems with that facility. But big shouts to them for getting me to it in a day, and I think I paid $356 for this thing. But you know, I could have got one of the metal ones for a little bit cheaper, the polished stainless steel ones, but it wouldn't have had these on it, and you would have had to rivet those on and stuff. So I just opted to go with the fiberglass one. So that's what I'm going to do, is paint that and try to build that up, because I had a sticker on this part of the other one, but I may paint something on there. I'm not sure yet. And well, that's why I'm dressed in this, because it's so cold out, and our weather's just done a flip-flop, and we ain't gonna hit 70 degrees again until next year in the spring, probably, when it comes, because I don't think we're gonna, our Indian summer days are over. I can tell you that much right now. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sex this thing up and get some paint on there and build her up, because that's what I want to do. So Well, we're letting this dry up a little bit here. We got some other issues to take care of on the blue chalk. Was running there Saturday and was somewhat okay all day. Then I started having problems with this guy right here, and it stinks because it's got this number scribed in here, and that is the last 6 of the VIN, but she won't open. So Sunday I climbed up in the passenger side and opened her up, but then I didn't realize that I could just pop this open because we don't have that doohickey right there. Reach in there and undo it to where she'd come undone. So we got to change this out and take all this panel off, that off obviously, get all this undone so we can get this one out. And we'll go in the garage because I seen on Facebook the other day some fella, not sure of his name or anything like that, but I did comment on his post, was looking for a GMC 1989 I think Astro handle, and I told him where he could get one because I just googled it real quick, which I do, but I was able to find the one I needed from Doorman Solutions here. And I ordered it through Amazon, through the wife's account. That's why that's undone. But yeah, I got this. And I don't exactly remember where I got the 2 that I put on the green chalk, which is exactly the same. So it's going to be the same exact process. But yeah, they sent me this too, which is cool because I know they have them. Don't need to do the passenger side, and I came home Saturday and I looked around, thought maybe I'd save those ones because the driver's side was still good on the green chalk. The passenger side was bad. But must have chucked them in the garbage, not thinking maybe I'd need that because, well, I knew I was going to need to order some new ones. I just wasn't sure when. And I'm not going to change the lockout. I'll just slap that other one back in for now because that's not that hard to do. So I've got to do that because, well, I need to be able to get in that door. I'm going to run that truck again, but I'm not going to run it for a while. Took it off the road. Told my bosses I was done. So Sunday was basically its swan song because I need to do some other things too. Want to do some other things. Just pulled it off the road. It's good for now. Probably won't even get her DOT'd again. I don't know if I do. It'll have to be in November. But yeah, I got to change this out right here. So we are going to do that, and that lock's a little loose, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So go get some tools and start tearing this apart. Gonna need a Phillips and that 20 star bit, S20 or whatever it is. So we'll be back. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Yeah, a little fuzzy on you, sorry. This has got these plugs right here in this, so I'm gonna have to pop these out to be able to get to those little bolts that are back in there to get this out, which is fine. I'll probably go get a Phillips and figure out how to whop them out. So well, that was easier than what I thought it'd be. This is fantabulous. And now I can get to those. That one's going to be a pain in the butt. Gotta get this guy off too, because I bet that little clamp later and stuff that goes in there is where I need to go, right here for this guy. And not exactly sure. He's a little bit different than the other one, the new one, which is in the garage still. No. No. That comes out. I have to take some of this panel off here, peel it out, be able to get in there, because there's a cotter pin that goes back here that I just can't seem to reach. So on with the show, which is kind of disappointing because I don't want to have to do this. Yeah, it's starting to warm up out here a little bit, which is okay. A gal asked me the other day, or she says when I was going to Campbell's Sunday, the last day I ran this truck, she says, "You look warm." I had on a little thin black jacket highlighter that I picked up last year for the winter time, that keeps me nice and warm. And splitting off the old beanie. And I told her, I said, rather be hot and sweat than cold and wet any day of the week. You know, that should give me enough room. And I'll maybe peel off a couple more over here, if I get to them without stripping them out. Don't spill anything. That panel is in the way. No, ain't coming. Get the out of here, bee. Stupid ass bees all over the place. They're swarming me like I owe them money. But I don't owe them anything. A good whacking's what they're gonna get. Let's get you over here real quick, because you don't need to be over there where you can't see nothing. There's a little cotter pin sitting back in here. I know you probably can't see that too well. I'm not gonna take this whole thing off because that whole window regulator and everything's hooked up to it. So we're just gonna leave it on like this. But there's a little cotter pin back there I need to get out. Then I can pop this guy out. I'll figure out how to get this guy out, because that will go on the next one, which I can show you better in detail when I get this other one out. And I don't think I've ever messed with this door, but I have messed with the green chalk on the passenger side. Yeah, I actually did. I've got a video of messing with this door because I couldn't get this latch to connect because of the way it was. So I finagled it to where I could get it to pop out, and I stuck something down in there. But yeah, that's what I got to do now, is get that cotter pin out. So give me a minute. So this one actually had a little metal clamp that went on here. It wasn't the rubber one like the other ones, which I'll show you once I get this handle out. So I got to get in here and get these bolts. It's a 3/8. Already got them set up here. And I've got bees swarming me, pissing me off. Like I owe them money. It was just one, now there's two, and they're weird because they're like coming up by my eyes and stuff and swarming around, and I gotta whack them away because I don't want to get stung in the eye, which I've been stung probably 3 or 4 times this year because we had a bunch of carpenter bees doing work at one spot in the foundation of the old porch over here, and just wasn't cool. There's one. And honestly, this is like a 20-minute job, if that. I mean, if I wasn't doing this and showing you, I probably could have had it done in 10 or 15 minutes. But, you know, I'm just taking my time and trying to give you the illustrations that you need and want. Because if anybody's never done this before, needs to do it, this is exactly how you do it. And I didn't really show a ton of work on the green trucks when I did them. I just kind of talked about them. This should just pop right out now. I might need to peel her out She's stuck probably from the paint. And might need to be a little ginger with it. Just whack it from the back maybe. I don't know. Let's put you right here like this. No, you can't see much. But yeah, she's stuck. She's stucker and stuck. And I should just freaking pop out. I bet it's rusted in there. It looks like it might be a little bit where those bolts go in it. So I may have to get something and try to whack it. Oh, she ain't coming out. Oh my goodness. Let's see if we can do this number right here. Just jam this in here. Looks like it's peeling away a little bit. Well, there we go. Get out of there. All right, making some progress here. There we go. One. Got one more. Screwdriver, and I tried to be as ginger as possible because I didn't want to tear up some of this old antique Fantastico 1990 retro paint job we got on here. But yeah, just like that, slides out. You see that metal clip right there? Let's get you some sun on that. Probably not. Right there is what it hooked on to for the lock mechanism. But yeah, she's pretty much shot. That right there is what controls the handle. If you can see that right there, that guy right there, see it moving a little bit? That was broke down in here, and I will save this because it has that number scribed in there just for keepsake. But you see down in there, probably not, right around that bottom there, it's broke out, and it just snapped off from being so old, and that wouldn't do anything for it. So let's work our way into the garage here and check out the new one. I'm gonna have to turn the radio down because it's on. But yeah, this one I will save because it has that number in there. So if I ever decide to get rid of that truck, I'll let it go. Or maybe I'll keep it and do something with it. I don't know. I'm weird. Sometimes I'm weird. I threw the other ones away because they didn't have any. But I kept these ones. And this new one's right here. And it has that plastic one on there, and it's in plastic, which I should have took it out. So give me 2.5 and I'll get this thing open here. You know what I mean? Don't need you. And you were nice while you were in there, but we don't need you on there protecting anything. And this one didn't have a seal on it or anything. Like the green truck had a seal on the driver's side door. The passenger side door didn't have a seal, so I wasn't too worried about it. And this one didn't have no seals on it or nothing, but it's exactly what I needed. So that is fresh. Oh yeah, I gotta get that lock out. So let me get that lock out. But here's that, what I was talking about. It's got this little nice plastic thing on there. And that thing will go in there. Look how nice and tight that is. Yeah, that thing just flips back and forth like it ain't nobody's business. If you can see that. So let me get that. Let's flip it over and I'll show you what I got to do here. On the back of this, which it shouldn't be too bad, there is a seal right in there with a snap ring. Hopefully you can see that. Right in there. It's that snap ring right here. My fingers are at. And then there's a seal under it, which is kind of rotted. Should be able to still use it or find something else I got around here to do that. So I'll peel that out. And then that whole thing will just pop right out. That's why it's loose, kind of, because of that seal. And I will order new ones because I know where I can get them with the key. And when I do order them, I will put the some information up, because I know Don McCord hit me up and he had wanted to get some locks because he had never had any locks on his truck. So I gave him the information, that way he could get the locks. And then I will make sure that I hook it up on here sometime when I order the locks, which will probably be in another video down the road. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you need locks, or just hit me up in the comments and I'll let you know where you can get them, because I got them from Flea Bay, but they came super quick from the place. They came from a dealership over in PA, I can tell you that much right now. So give me a minute. So pop the old lock out real quick. No big deal with this snap ring. I just used I put this little guy right here to peel him off, and it was fine. And I pulled this O-ring out of a kit that I had from a power steering gearbox when I had to rebuild it. I had some extra parts hanging over, and I just kind of keep the stuff. So basically, you want to slide your lock in right here like this. Put your O-ring on top of it. That way it's on there. Your snap ring on there. And then you want to shove him through the back here. Get him lined up properly. And he will go in just like that and pop out. So now all I got to do is put this seal down over it. Get over there. Like so. Get back in there, lock. Why aren't you going in all the way? Well, if that don't beat all, this lock is not shoving back like it wants to, or it needs to for some reason. Get in there. Oh, it's because that snap ring's in the way. Duh. Get off of there. There we go. Get that down in there all the way. See if that seal will go down. Oh, it's catching on something there. I may have to do some little bit of investigation on why that's catching right there. Maybe it's too big, but I doubt it. It just needs to go down there. Get over there. There's a little nipple that is sticking out on that side from keeping that to go. And I don't believe it's upside down because, well, it shouldn't be, which it'll be fine. At least it's on there. I just got to get this snap ring down to where it needs to go. I need to get something and stretch it out. Get over there. I can just use my hands. Now we'll get this side finagled down. See if I can use this. I do have a thing, but it just doesn't want to work very well with these. And I've done this like this before. There we go. The back on there. Get over there. I just need to get it over there like that. That'll probably be good enough. Yep, that's not moving anywhere. That lock is nice and tight. Not moving at all. See that little nipple right there? That's what I'm talking about. But see if I can just stretch it O-ring out over it some. Yeah, I'm not really worried about it. That lock is nice and stiff and tight in there, so it ain't going nowhere. So now we can go back out and install this one, just like we took the other one off. 4 bolts, hook up this, hook up this. We should have a new door handle, but I gotta get you on a charger because you're only at 12%, so give me a break here. We're going to pause the old activity here for a minute because I got the old gas man over here filling up our tanks. It says that truck's only 5 days old. Was worried about backing up under those trees. Probably pull the blue truck over there one of these days and trim those things up and get them a little bit shorter than what they are because we don't like limbs hanging down like that. So once he gets done, we'll get back to our regular scheduled broadcast of swapping that door handle out, the old installation. Well, the old gas man's gone. He's a nice fella. Gave him a picture of the truck, told him about the channel, gave it a little plug there because that's what we do. And this thing's setting up nice and drying up real well. So I'd say another coat, let that sit. If it can be, get out of here. Another coat, let that sit in the sun like it is baking. And we can start adding the green. Look at them bees. They're just swarming me like I owe them money. Get out of here. I only got my beer out here, for cripe's sake. But got all this taken care of, shoved down in. That one spot right there is sticking out a little bit, but that's okay because the other 2 are in, which is important. And that's what matters. So let's shove this thing in real quick. So basically all you got to do is go in at an angle like so, shove it up. It's catching on something on the back, and pushing bolts right in there. Get in there, and voila, you've got a new door handle, brand new door handle. So let's get you hooked up over here. I'll hook all that other stuff up in a minute, because right now I just got to get those bolts in there, which I threw everything in here. Low magnetic drawer. I usually try to start them by hand, but since this is back where it is, I'll shove this in. He's in there, and torque down to spec with this old 1.5 lithium. And you can see these beasts just hanging out around me like I'm full of sugar. There's 3 of them now. There was 2, now there's 3. So they're just ganging up on me here, and I don't really care for it. There's that other top one. Oh, lost my socket, which it's fine because it's right here. Look at these guys. Maybe there's 4. Get out of here. I do have some, oh, he landed on my nose. I do have some oil on my beard, which I doubt that's it, because, which that thing's about to come off. I can't stand it. It's starting to hurt because my beard's so freaking coarse. Oh, it's gonna have to come off. I can only let it grow for about 3 months, and then I gotta just shave it all the way off, because it's weird when I trim it up. So I just don't really deal with it too much. But yeah, that's in there now. All I gotta do is hook up the mechanism, give her one more torque on each one. Get out of there to make sure I'm satisfied with what's in there. Boy, you guys are about to get swatted at if you don't just back up. I need you to back up some and give me some space to work here, because you're all up in my business and I don't like it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That thing is in there backwards. Ugh. Son of a buck. So what I'm talking about here is this thing right here, because this goes in there like that. Okay, and this is supposed to, right here, I'm sure you probably can't see that. Let's get you in there a little bit more. This guy right here is supposed to wrap around this, but it is in there backwards, and that other one was too, and then this guy will go right in there like that. God, damn bees all over me. So I got to get something to flip that around real quick. Get out of here. These things are driving me freaking crazy. If I get stung, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm about to start swinging at them. And I don't need to get the spray out because I don't want to lube everything up around here, but I do need to get this thing out. I don't want to take this thing out if I don't have to. And a bunch of crap in the way. And buzzards hanging out up around the top too. So let me see if I can get a screwdriver down in here just to pry this thing up, or down, either way, just to be able to get this thing out, which I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Okay, that side's up. Okay, maybe that side's down in there. And I know you can't see nothing because this, get out of here.
He got me, son of a bitch, right on the neck. Motherfucker. I'll be back, folks.
Well, you got me on the neck, and these guys seem to disappear once I screamed and swatted one. Get out of here. They're still coming back, these some bitches. Get some needle nose here and see if I can't pinch this thing down and pop her out, because that's what I need to do so I can switch it over to the other side. Well, don't know. But yeah, that was about 2 minutes ago that happened. So I just went inside real quick, looked at it, couldn't see nothing because my beard's so long, and came back out. So we'll check it out later, I guess, and see the damage. Hopefully I don't swell up too much, but if I do, oh well. Like I said, it's not the first time I ever been stung. Used to be allergic when I was a kid, and I don't know if you're allergic or not, but that's never fun to get stung by a bee. And you're allergic. Get out of there. Oh, this is just becoming a pain in the butt. So just don't want to come out. Everything's in the way. Okay. Well, we got the top out, or the bottom, on one side. It's like it wants to come, but it doesn't. Get out of there. I don't know why they do this. I guess it's made in Taiwan, and maybe they don't use them over there, and they don't realize that they need to be one certain side. Got him. Okay, that's the clip I'm talking about. And this little bracket here that goes in here, this will slap up in there, and that bar will go down right in there like so, and that'll clip on and hold that in. So this is the way it needs to be, and it comes like this. So you unfortunately swip it around. So we'll plug this bad boy in here, which I know you can't see, and I'm sorry. And that's the lock. That's just the lock. So now I'll get this up in there where it needs to go. If it'll go in, and I can throw that cotter pin in there, which it ain't wanting to for some reason. Get over there. Maybe it needs to come down. There we go. Must have been locked. Locked up, won't let me out. All right. Oh, my neck's starting to swell. I'm gonna be talking like this pretty soon. This guy goes in here. This is the piece I'm talking about. This is just a window thing that's popped out over here. Get out of there. This guy right here is what I was talking about. You get in there. That's what has to go around the back. And this guy goes in here with a cotter pin on the other side, which I've got. So I'm gonna stick that. Then I can start reassembling the whole door panel back on. It's just finagling all this stuff in there, and it's hard to get this cotter pin in here because there's really no room whatsoever to finagle your fingers up in there and make sure that hole's right when you're putting a cotter pin in. So that's kind of tough. And I'm just gonna blow on you some bitches, because I'm done dealing with you. I'm done being nice to these fucking bees that are swarming around me. Your buddy stung me, and now you guys are gonna have to pay the consequences if you're coming around. Well, I got it in a hole. I just got to figure out how to get that thing pushed down some, because it's on the back side. I don't know. Oh, it was in there. It just popped out. I don't want to be stuck in here with my hands in here if these bastards get out of there. Try to come by my face again, because I don't like it when they come by my face. Oh yeah, my neck's starting to swell. Just felt it. Just felt it. Not cool at all, folks. Sometimes it happens though, and I just dropped that cotter pin down in there, which I can get it. Wife's not going to be happy when I go in and tell her about getting stung. I honestly can just throw this thing up from the bottom, and that's maybe what I'll do if I can get it to go in the hole from the bottom, because I doubt this is coming out, and it's in the hole. Just might need to grab something to shove it up in there. Okay, just popped out. What a pain. There it is. Got him. Got him. Nope, not you. Let's see if I can get the screwdriver up in there at an angle to shove it up some. Now this is some probably crappy footage here for your viewing pleasure. Okay, I think, oh, that's up in there. Get out of here. Look at these freaking bastards. Get whacked him. Like that, some bitch, come back and give you some more. Now that cotter pin's in there good. So that should be fantastical. That thing is barely moving, but maybe that's all it needs. It's just that little bit. Well, it's not opening up very much at all. That's why that screws up in there. Okay, I got some finagling to do up here. I got a cotter pin I got to pull out, and I got to screw up there because the door was so janky before. I stuck a screw up in there, and I'll show you where. The way it was so loose before that I end up sticking a screw up in there and just jimmy rigged her up in there, because sometimes that's what you got to do. See where that screw's at right in there? I know you probably can't see that very well. Right up in there, I got to take that screw out so that door will open. Boom, got him. So let's stick that cotter pin back up in there that I just pulled out and see if that door handle will open up better, which I'm almost positive it will. And hopefully it'll do what it needs to do. Oh, there we go. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. I'll like that sound. Let's watch this mechanism work here. Boom, open, close, open, close. Get in that hole, open. Not very good. That's kind of how the other side is. It's just stiff like that. You just pop it back. But that other door handle was so loose when you drive down the road, it just flop open all the way. So at least we got that done. There's that old goiter on my neck from that bee. So let me get this thing put back together here, and we be good. But I'm pissed now because I got stung, but nothing you can do about it when you're playing around out here with trucks and there's bees around. It's just one of the things you gotta deal with. Rat bastards. I'll put this back in, even though it doesn't work. Not sure where it's not hooked up at, but whatever. I still plug it back in like it does work. I'm glad it doesn't work, because sometimes I leave the doors open for a while, and I've got to change out my it better not have been the FedEx guy that's supposed to deliver my package scooting by from Northwood. So I need a speed sensor. And if it is him, he better come back because my address shows in the middle of the field, and obviously I'm not in the middle of the field. And I don't know if that place is going to be in an actual FedEx vehicle or one of those little Sprinter vans without any tags on it. And if this be, get away from my face. Get out of here. I'm just going to shake my head at it. I'll whack you because I don't need to get stung again. Get out of here, dude. I ain't got nothing to do. I ain't got no honey. Not your honeybee. Need to find another one of these for the green truck because the passenger side is missing one. And I'd like to find one. I'll probably have to go steal one from somewhere. If I ever get over to a scrap yard and can find a K100 that's just basically picked apart, but actually has these. Oh, fine. Hard to find stuff sometimes. Boom. So let's get this handle back on here. I got that. I stole from. Get out of here. That ain't gonna even fit. I'm gonna have to drill that out some, but yeah, that'll go over there. That'll go over there, but it's not. It's too small. So let's just get this on here because we don't really care. And then we're done. We open and close her and see how she works. Because that's what we need to do. Check our work. Make sure everything's cool and copacetic and works fine. Like it's supposed to. Let's move our crap. And grab you. Boom. Perfect. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Now we got a door, at least door handle. So that's what's up. Need to get my mess picked up here since we're done with that, and I'll probably throw another coat on this since it's sitting in the sun and setting up so well, because that's all dry there. Maybe flip her down and do extra heavy on this, flip that box down. So we'll see. Just got something in the mail from a subscriber, Brom. Been trying to send me some stickers for a hot ass minute. And well, since he lives overseas and we got some international business going on, even though it came airmail, to the address that is posted on my link. If you go to my page and look up my bio, you can find that. So let's get this open and see what we got here, because he said he was going to send me some stickers for the truck. So let's see what we got going on here. It says do not bend, and I don't think it was bent very much, so we will see what we got. Oh yeah, a little package here. Nice. Since you know we got her all ratted out on the inside with a bunch of trash stickers and stuff, he thought these would be nice for it. So we will have to put some of these up in there. That's what I'm talking about. So if you would like to send me stuff, you can. Just go into my bio, look up my address, and you can send me stuff. And these will be on the inside of the truck once I get it back, as well. We're still waiting on that for the transmission, but we should get her back tomorrow, so we'll be throwing them in there then.